Good evening, good evening, good evening. Nama Karnataka students, hegidara ellaru. This is your captain, your captain Shreyas, Nimdu channel Karnataka for KCT, Comet K and PUC. And today we are discussing some important, most likely sure short model questions for all the KCT aspirants who are going to write the JEE mains examination. I know obviously KCT is your top priority, PUC is your top priority, but you might be giving this as a backup exam, or maybe you're just, you know, not so sure about it, but you want to score well. So let's see some important, most likely sure short questions, starting with physics, then we will go to mathematics and then chemistry. Okay. Hello, Sangapa. Yes, your capto is here. Get everyone on the chat box, get everyone into the session. Yes, your capto and the teachers ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಬನ್ನಿ ನೀವು so that we can start with the lecture. All right, here comes the first question on your screen, and here it is. If the resistance of each wire is shown as R, then the equivalent resistance between the point A and C is how much? Between the point A and C is how much? I will tell you one thing. Namaskara, namaskara. Manikanta, hello Sushank, good evening. See, if the current will go from here, the current has to come out from here. There is a resistor here and two resistors here. So when it enters into A, it goes into this resistor R here. There are two resistors back to back over here, and they are meeting over here, and the current is coming out from this B. Now, a very interesting thing happens here. This part, tell me, it is useless. Why? Because why will the current go here? Because this is an isolated part. The current will just go here. The current will go here. It will come out from here. Why will the current do ringa ringa roses? Why will the current do ringa ringa roses? Meaning turn round and round here. So this part is completely useless because the current here is zero. So you can just discard it as if it is not there only. Oh, now it becomes so simple, sir. Yes, these two R's are actually in series. Are in series. So it will become 2R. And there is this resistor over here. This is A and this is B, of course. Now they are in parallel. So to find that equivalent resistance between A and B, use that parallel resistance formula R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. So that will be 2R square by 3R, which is basically 2R by 3, which is option number D. Yes, this is useless. Why is this useless? Because again, I will explain. The current will go like this, the current will go like this, it can come out. The current won't just go round and come back to the same point. Understand that. There is no point of doing it. The current won't do that. If it is going, if the going and coming path can't be same. Like it's like saying at that particular point C, there is a wire and then there is a triangle here. How can the current go and come back via the same path? It can't do that. So that is the reason why there is no current over there. Is that clear? Artha aita? Everyone? Artha aita? Okay. Next question ತೋರಿಸಿ sir. Okay. ಇದು next question ಇದೆ. The mass of the moon 181 of Earth, but gravitation 1 by 6 of Earth. It is due to. Okay. ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳಿ. ಏನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದು? All right. So we know acceleration due to gravity has a formula of gm by r square. Correct? Everyone? Okay. So the gravitational pull is 1/6, mass is 181. So radius has some ratio or relation maybe. So if this is the case, then gravity on the moon by gravity on the earth, g is a constant, is mass of the moon by mass of the earth, but radius wise it is inversely proportional to the square of it. Okay. Gravity of the moon as compared to the earth is 1/6. Mass of the moon is 181th, that is Re by Rm, that is Re by Rm whole square. So therefore Re by Rm the whole square will be 81 by 6. So therefore, RE by RM will be 81's root is 9, 6's root is root 6. So the radius, of that earth is 9 by root 6 times the radius of the moon. Yes, idu banbittu 9 by root 6 the radius of the moon. Option B. Yes, that is the correct answer. Okay. Sir, but it is connected. No, how can you say correct? Current will never pass. It is connected. See, just because something is connected does not mean current will pass. Okay. Idu nodi. This is one resistor, 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 like this. This is the outlet, this is the inlet. Okay. Now, what will happen when the current will come over here? When the current will come over here, it will get distributed here and here, like this. It will come and meet at this point, and it has to come out like this only. Why will the current go here? Because it shouldn't. Reason being, if the current by chance goes here, it goes like this, something it does. How can the current come back via the same path? Even if it does, these two currents will cancel out. The net current here will be zero. So actually nothing should go over here. So understand that here you can't have current going and coming like this. So that is why the current here is zero. Same path current can't do. Either it goes this way or that way. Is that okay, Manikanta? Clear? Let's go to the next question coming up on your screen. Now, whenever you see these type of questions, multiple springs and a block, you have to find equivalent spring constant because the time period is 2 pi under root mass by equivalent spring constant. But we have been asked frequency. Frequency is 1 by time period. Therefore, we can find that frequency as 1 by 2 pi under root k equivalent by the mass. So the frequency will be 1 by 2 pi root of mass below, k equivalent on the top. What to do in such cases? I'll tell you. See, whenever idu springs are in series, basically they are in series. Idu equivalent spring constant parallel mele banbittu. Meaning like this, 1 by k equivalent will be 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2. Use formula for parallel resistors for springs in series. It is opposite. And if by chance the springs are like this, this is your mass here, this was your mass, okay, like this. They are basically said to be in parallel. Even this diagram is like parallel only, where you have two springs here and here. This is K1, this is K2, this is K1, this is K2. You can basically, just like you converted this into this, you can convert them into a single spring mass system, and that K equivalent will be like resistors in series. So, idu K1 plus K2 1 by 2. Is that clear? All right. Awesome. Understood, Manikanta. Awesome. Yes, very good. Good evening, Naveen. Oh, inventory gems. I look like Varun Dhawan. Okay, I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you so much. Maybe I also entertain you guys, but with the knowledge of your physics for KCT Comet K. Awesome. So this diagram are same. They are in parallel, but use this formula. If it is like this, one after the other, then use this formula. ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ ನೀವು? These two springs are on both sides, the mass is in between, so we will use K equivalent is just K plus 2K, which is 3K. So this will be 3K. That's it. So where is that option? Where is that option? It is C option. Is that clear? So answer number C is correct. 1 by 2 pi 3K by m, because frequency is 1 by time period. Clear? Thank you so much, Santosh. Good evening, friends forever gaming. All righty, let's go. Next question. Masses 1:3:5 ratio. Length 5:3:1 ratio. Resistance yen ratio. Oh, nice question. Resistance related to the mass and length? I think so. Resistance is resistivity into length by area. But area is nothing but volume by length, correct? Area is nothing but volume by length, because why? Because volume is nothing but area multiplied by the length. Area multiplied by the length. Okay, correct. So length goes on the top. So rho L square by volume. What to do now? Volume is not asked, mass is given. So can I write volume in terms of something? Volume is nothing but mass by density. Is nothing but mass by density. Why is that so? Because we know density, is mass divided by volume. So volume will be mass divided by density. Okay, so this will become rho into d into sorry, this was not v square, this was L square, sorry, this was L square. So rho d into L square by m. That is your resistance. So resistance dependent on length, resistance also dependent on the mass. So from this, resistance directly proportional to L square by mass. So now coming back to the original question, ratio of the resistance R1 is to R2 is to R3 will be L1 by M1, this is square, L2 square by M2, and this will be L3 square by M3. So just have to put the values of these lengths ratio are what? 531. So this will be 5 square, 3 square, 1 square divided by the masses. Masses are in the ratio 135. So 135 over here. So this will become 25 is to 3 is to 1 by 5. Multiply by 5 on both sides. 125 is to 15 is to 1. So that is the ratio of the resistances, which is the D option. Okay, very good, friends forever. Ulas, awesome, awesome. Keep it up. Kudos. These kind of questions are also important for KCET, COMEDK, very similar level, and also JEE level. So this way you are tackling 3 exams in one go. So this is the most important session as a mock test which you can give for KCET also, COMEDK also, and JEE also. That is why not only should you like, you should share this video with your friends. Nimatra friends dali share ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, tell them that this session is very important. Okay, work required to form a bubble of volume V is given. How much work will be done to make a volume 2V? Is work related to volume? Not directly, but actually to the area. This is a concept of surface tension. You will remember that the work required to do something is the change of the energy, surface potential energy, and that is given by USA, United States of America. U is equal to surface tension into basically area. That is how I remember the formula. USA, United States of America, U is energy, S is surface tension, A is area. So if you change the volume, area is changing. So therefore, I can say that the new work divided by that old work will be that new area divided by that old area. But what is that area? Area is 4 pi radius. The new radius, let's say it is r, and the old radius, let's say it is capital R. So r square will come here. 4 pi will cancel. So I will have r by r whole square. So that is basically your new, divided by old. So shift that old here. So into W will come. But I do not know what is this R by R. No worries. There is a data given from volume V. You are making the volume to be 2V. See guys, if I find the new volume is 4 by 3 pi. The new radius is basically small r cube. Is that right? The old volume is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. 4 by 3 capital R cube. If I divide both of them, I will get the new volume by the old volume as R by capital R whole cube. The new volume is double of the old. So 2 is equal to R by R raised to 3. Therefore, R by R is 2 raised to 1 by 3. So R by R technically is 2 raised to 1 by 3 over here. So therefore, this will be equal to raised to 2 into W. This will be nothing but work into 2 raised to 2. 2 raised to 2 is 4. So 4 raised to 1 by 3. So the answer is 4 raised to 1 by 3 into work. That is option number A. That's how systematically you can solve this. Is that clear? Nale namge physics sir ide any tip like important question friends for ever ಏನಿದೆ preparatory exam ಇದೆ practical exam ಇದೆ. All right, let's see how this much is understood. So surface tension concept is used, work is energy related concept is used. So you have taken the ratio here, we got stuck at the radius, so we got that information from the volume being doubling. Because of that I found the radius ratio, which I have substituted it directly over here. Very good, Gatika Akruti, awesome. Moving on, next question. Three shells are there, R, 2R, 3R, charges are there, surface density on the shells are equal, then the ratio of the charges are how much? Okay. Now, surface charge density in formula ide. Sigma is nothing but the charge by area. Charge divided by area. So therefore, sigma 1 is to sigma 2 is to sigma 3 will be Q1 by area. Area andre 4 pi radius square. Radius square. So this will be Q1 by R1 square is to Q2 by R2 square is to Q3 divided by R3 square. 4 pi 4 pi cancel ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. Okay. Q1, Q2, Q3 ಏನ್ ratio ಇದೆ? Oh, that is what you have to find. All right. Okay. So we don't have to find sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. My bad. Sorry. So sigma is the same. It is found surface charge density are equal. So charge 1 by R1 square, charge 2 by R2 square, charge 3 by R3 square. R1, R2, R3 ಏನಿದೆ? Let's see. So it is nothing but uh, R square. Here it is 2R square, and here it is 3R square. That is what it is. 4 pi radius square. Anyways, 4 pi can be cancelled out later on, but that's okay. So you will see 4 pi R square, 4 pi 2R square, 4 pi 3R square. Charge by area, charge by area, charge by area everywhere. Sigma, charge density is same everywhere. It is given. So from this, Q1 will be sigma 4 pi R square. Q2 will be take this here, sigma into 4 pi 2R whole square. Q3 will be sigma into this thing. So sigma into 4 pi 3R whole square. This, and this, when you take the ratio, what will you get? So when you take Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3, what will you get, my dear students? Sigma goes off, 4 pi goes off, R square goes off, 1 is to 2 square is to 3 square. This is 1 is to 4 is to 9. That is the answer. 1 is to 4 is to 9. Correct. Option C. I hope this is clear. Awesome. Inventory gems. I'm writing JEE mains on 24th. All right. Good. All the best. I'm following you for physics and boosted my mark score from 10 to 15 to 50 plus. That's an incredible boost. I'm pretty sure even in the last few days from 50 plus, hopefully it goes to 60 plus at least. And you know, the 10 marks might also make a lot of difference in your rank, branch, and the NITs that you might get. Very good. Okay, moving on, next question. Two wires, 2 millimeters and 4 millimeters is by amount by which they have been pulled. They are applied 2 Newton force. Same materials, radius is different. The length of the wire is in which ratio? This is a question on Young's modulus. Yep. So we know that Young's modulus is stress by strain. Stress is force by area. Strain is change in length by original length. Take that length on the top. So I want the length. So it will, if you don't understand this, no problem. We'll write it like this. Simply F by A, X over here, L over here. Therefore, I want to find the length. So length will be YAX divided by force. But Young's modulus force is same. Area is pi r square, that is X. Y, pi and F are same. Why? Because the same force is there. Young's modulus is same because are made of same material. pi is a constant, so therefore length is proportional to r square and x. Length is proportional to r square and x. So length ratio is asked LA by LB. It will be RA by RB whole square and XA by XB whole square. Sorry, not whole square, just that, because it is raised to 1. So radius of B is 4 times of A. So B is 4 times of A. Okay. XA is 2. XB is 4 millimeters. Okay. So this will be 1 by 16 multiplied by half. 16 2s are 32. So 1 by 32, which is option A, and that is the correct answer. Clear, my dear students? Everybody till this point? Awesomeness. Let's move to the next question. Young's modulus density given velocity of the longitudinal wave ye nahi do. Okay, velocity of sound in a solid is given by root of Young's modulus by density. Young's modulus is given as 3.2 10 to the power 11, density 8 into 10 to the power 3. Okay, to simplify the calculations, let's write it down as 32 by 8 into 10 to the power 10 by 10 to the power 3. Now 32 by 8 is basically 4. Okay, so this will become root 4 into root of, this is nothing but 10 to the power 7. Root 4 is 2. 10 to the power 7, I can write it as root 10 multiplied by root of 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6 is nothing but root is 10 to the power 3. Okay, root 10, it will be 3 point something, 3 point something, 3 point something, right? Okay, if you look at the options, 2 into 3 is 6, so it will be 6 point something. 6 point something is only there in one option, option D, so directly mark option D, no need to sit and calculate it. Why root 10 is 3 point something? 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So between 9 and 16, 3.1, 3.2 like that it will be. So that's why 2 into 3 point something, that is 6.32. Is that clear how we went to the calculation part? We have completely avoided, because there is no need, you can just eliminate. These tricks you can use it in the examination also. Now, this kind of circuit is a most common model which you will see in most of the JEE questions. Okay, so how do you solve this? First, reimagine this circuit, if you may. And question asked is, what is the power across this Zener diode? Resistance and voltages are given to you. So what you do, just reimagine this circuit to be something like, there is one resistor here. There is this Zener diode over here, like this. And there is a resistance in parallel like this, and across this you have applied 22 volts, 22 volts completely across this. If you notice, this diode and this R2 are in parallel, and the Zener diode voltage is given to be 15 volts. So across the Zener diode, it is basically 15 volts. This is R2, this is basically R1. R1 is 35, R1 is 35 ohms, and R2 is basically 90 ohms. This is basically 90 ohms. Okay. So in order to find the power by the Zener diode, what we need is how much current flows through the Zener diode, because power through the Zener diode is current multiplied by the voltage. The voltage is already known. The only thing I do not know is the Zener current. So only that is needed. Power is VI. How do I find Zener current? Observe carefully. The current which comes from here will distribute into two parts because it's a parallel circuit. Some current will go here. Now I know if I can find I2, maybe I can find IZ somehow. And maybe there is some current coming in from here too. Let's say I call it I1. How much is I2? How do I find it? If this is 15, this is also 15. Same parallel circuit, correct? So can I say voltage across 2 is I2 R2, but this voltage across the 2, because it is 15, this will be also 15. Current 2 do not know, resistance is 90, so I2 will be 15 by 90, which is 1 by 6 amperes, which will be 1 by 6 amperes. Similarly, over here, this voltage, if I know, my job will be done, because V1 will be I1 R1. If this is 22, this is 15, how much will this be? This will be 22 minus 15, which is basically 7 volts, which is basically 7 volts. So this will be 7. R1 is basically 35. So I1 will be 1 by 5 of an ampere. Now, the best part is at this particular junction, current is coming in and it is getting distributed. So use Kirchhoff's current law, which is as good as saying the current which is coming in I1, which is nothing but 1 by 5 of an ampere, is going as Zener current plus the remaining is going as I2, which is nothing but 1 by 6. So from this you can find the Zener current as 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6. Take LCM, which is 30. So 6 minus 5, which is 1. So 1 by 30. So Zener current is 1 by 30 of an ampere. Use that value over here, 1 by 30. So you will get this as 0.5 watts, which should be B option. That's how you can do it. Is this clear? Beautiful question. This method, please remember it and please do these questions again and again. The logic, the method, operations are very similar no matter what the values are. Okay. Main thing is these two things are in parallel and you know the total voltage. So you find voltage across this, you find current in this, then you get the current in the Zener diode. From that current, you can calculate the power. Okay. Pendulum is running 5 seconds fast at 20 Celsius and slow 10 seconds at 35. So show the it shows correct temperature at what? Correct time at what temperature? This is a question based on thermal expansion and oscillation. When you heat something, the length changes and the pendulum's time period is dependent on the length of the pendulum. Okay. So let's say the correct time is shown at temperature theta. Time symbol is T, temperature symbol is T will be confusing. So that's why I use symbol theta. The correct time is, let's say, T. Let's say the correct time is basically T. Okay. Now we know that the formula for the time period of a pendulum is 2 pi root of L by G. So why not write it as 2 pi by root G? Root of L can be written down as L raised to half because there is time changing because of the length. So let's use error concept, the concept of error, which is the relative error concept. You will get relative error in time. This is a constant. This is not changing. Forget it. Relative error in length and the power will just come over here. Okay. Now from this, what we can do? Delta T by T is equal to half into this delta L. What is this delta L? Delta L, observe this, is the change in length. And that change in length is given by thermal expansion formula L alpha delta theta. This is your thermal expansion concept. L will get cancelled. Therefore, delta T by T will be equal to alpha by 2 into delta theta. Awesome. So we got this. I will use this information here 5 seconds and 10 seconds for both these places. How? Observe. When the clock runs faster by 5 seconds, that means the time change is by 5 seconds. Original time should have been T. Alpha, I do not know, don't care. Change in the temperature. So basically, if the original temperature was theta, this is 20, it's a lesser temperature, 20 is cold, 35 is hot. So the difference of the temperature will be theta minus 20. Why? Because this particular theta will obviously be more than 20 degrees Celsius and definitely it will be less than 35 degrees Celsius. Somewhere in between it will be. So theta minus 20 because theta is more than 20. I know this because it becomes slow and it becomes fast in between these two temperatures. Okay. Similarly, if you use this 10-second data, the difference of the temperature is 10 seconds for the original time of T. Alpha by 2 as it is, temperature difference is going to be nothing but 35 minus theta. Divide both of them, you will get the answer. Yes, take these two things and divide. T, 2, alpha, alpha cancels. So I'll be left with 5 by 10 is equal to theta minus 20 by 35 minus theta. Cross multiply, but before that 5 and 10 goes 2 times. So this will become 35 minus theta is 2 times of theta minus 20, which is 2 theta minus 40. That is 35 minus theta. Rearrange. So this will become 35 plus 40 is equal to 2 theta plus theta, which is 3 theta. So this is nothing but 75. So theta is 75 by 3. So theta is 25 degree Celsius. So 25 degree Celsius is option number A. That is correct. What a brilliant question. Concept of errors, oscillation, and thermal expansion in the same question. Is that okay? Beautiful question which came up for you. Next question. The graph of stopping potential versus frequency is shown for two different metals. Can you compare phi p and phi q? Now this is a standard graph, if you remember, actually. So whenever you draw the graph of stopping potential versus the frequency, then the graph always looks like this. This is dotted line. This is like this. The slope is Planck's constant by electron charge, and this intercept is always negative work function by E. This is how the graph is always, and the slope is a constant no matter which material you take. If you choose different material, slope will be same, but the intercept will change. So all you need to do is extend this line over here, and quickly you will realize that this intercepts here, and this is minus phi p by E, and this particular thing intercepts here. This is minus phi q by E. Obviously, this is more, this is less. This is a small distance, this is a big distance. So this should be more. So phi q should be more than this particular phi E, because the y-intercept, this is not, this is phi p, sorry, y-intercept of p is smaller than the y-intercept of that q graph, y-intercept of q graph. So p has a smaller intercept, q has a larger intercept, so their work functions will be like this. So this is the correct answer, which is absolutely fine. Phi q is more than phi p. Got it? Awesome, awesome, very good. Great. Moving on to the next one. Kinetic energy of the particle is changed 16 times in the previous value. Then the change in the de Broglie wavelength. Is de Broglie wavelength related to the kinetic energy? Of course. De Broglie wavelength is Planck's constant by momentum, and momentum formula is root of 2mk. That is your first original old wavelength related to the kinetic energy. If you use the new wavelength, that will be h by root of 2m. K will be 16 times. It is mentioned 16 times. Root 16 is 4. So 1 by 4 h by root 2 mk. So therefore it will be 1 by 4. This value is nothing but lambda. So the new wavelength is 1/4 of lambda. New wavelength is 1/4 of lambda. So think of it like this. If the old value was lambda, the new value is 0.25 lambda. So how much is the decrease? The decrease is basically 0.75 times lambda. So the percentage change is 0.75 lambda divided by the original lambda multiplied by 100. Change upon original into 100. So this is 75%, which is B option. Which is B option. Is this absolutely clear, my dear students? Very good. Awesomeness. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following is used in forward bias? Is used in forward bias? Yes. Photodiode, wrong, reverse bias. This, yes. Zener diode, reverse bias. P is connected to negative, N is connected to positive, that is reverse bias. All these are reverse bias. Only light emitting diode, the symbol for which looks like this, is connected in forward bias, meaning this is positive, this is negative, this is P, this is N. That is the only diode. Correct. Next important question coming up on your screen. What is the unit of gravitational constant? What is the unit of gravitational constant? Well, gravitational force is G m1 m2 divided by r square. So gravitational constant is force into r square divided by mass 1 into mass 2. So force is Newton. Okay, now we are talking about units now. So let's go into unit. So unit of G will be unit of force, which is Newton, R, which is in meter, mass, which is in kg, and this is also kg. Newton is also kg meter per second square. This is again meter. Kg will become kg square. So this will become meter into meter is meter square. This will become s raised to minus 2, kg raised to minus 1. So meter square kg raised to minus 1 and s, uh, yeah, kg meter per second. Sorry, I forgot that meter square over here. This was meter square, this was meter square, this will be meter cube, my bad. So meter cube s raised to minus 2, kg raised to minus 1. C option. Yep. This was meter square because this was r square. R is m, so r square will be m square. So m square into this m will become m cube. Perfect. So meter cube kg raised to minus 1, s raised to minus 2. C option is the most appropriate option. Yes, NEET students can also benefit from this. Why not? If radius has an error of 1%, then the error in the density is how much? Then the error in the density is how much? Density is mass by volume, and volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 3 goes on the top, 4 pi as it is. This is r raised to minus 3. This is density. Whenever you have to find percentage error, relative error, use the error concept. So relative error in density will be, all these are the same, so don't worry about it. Relative error in R, but the power's mod value. So negative 3 is always mod value. So if by chance you measure this side in percentage, even this side will be in percentage. So that's it. If this is in percentage, this side is also going to be in percentage. So the percentage in density will be 3 times R has an error of 1%. So 3 into 1 is basically 3%. So the answer will be option number C, which is 3%. Perfect. Errors concept. The concept of errors. Moving to the next question. If you have electromagnetic wave to be produced, what can you use? Stationary charge, moving charge. Come on, my dear warriors. Accelerated charge. What do you think will you use? Yep. Answer is obviously accelerated charge. Very good. Because a stationary charge will give you only electric field. A chargeless particle will not give you electric field at all. A moving charge at constant velocity will only give you electric field. Accelerated charge will give you electric field also, magnetic field also. Together, it will be an electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic wave. This is also Maxwell's radiation. If you remember, Maxwell radiation, which is used to determine the failure of Rutherford's model. Why an electron won't be stable and fall into the nucleus because of emission of radiation and losing energy. If you have alpha and proton, same voltage, and they enter a magnetic field, what is the ratio of the radius? Radius, voltage, what's the relationship? Well, I know the radius of a charged particle inside a magnetic field is mass times velocity by charge into field. Well, mass into velocity is momentum. Momentum is nothing but root of 2 times mass times kinetic energy. And the kinetic energy which it basically gains is by accelerating the charge through a voltage. So that is the formula. So you can write 1 by B outside. This will become 2m delta V. This is root q. This q can be written down as root q into root q. One of the root q will cancel. So you will be left with the root of q below. So that is the radius. And as you can see, radius is directly proportional to root of mass and inversely proportional to root of charge. So radius of alpha by radius of proton will be Mass of alpha, mass of protons, root proportional and inversely proportional to the charges. So that's how it will be. Alpha particle is 4 times heavier than proton, and charge wise it is 2 times more of the proton. Alpha means 2 protons, 2 neutrons. That's why 4 times heavier, 2 times more charge. Root 4 is 2. This is 1 by root 2. Root 2 cancels. It will be root 2 by 1. Hence, this ratio should be root 2 is to 1. Option number D. Very good, Techie Bites. Yep, that's the correct answer for this particular question. Next, if there is a wire and it is stretched to double its length, the ratio of the new and the old drift speed. Oh, okay. Drift speed. The formula is current is equal to number of charge carriers per volume, drift speed into electron charge into area. Therefore, the drift speed will be current by NEA. So, you might be wondering what happens when you change the length. See, if you have a wire and you change the length, even the area will change. Even the area will change, by the way. And even the current will change. Oh, current will also change, area will also change, but the voltage is the same for both of them. Same voltage difference. Can I write current as voltage by resistance? Because V is IR, I will be V by resistance. And what is the formula for resistance? Resistivity into length by A. Oh, best part, area got cancelled. So I am getting voltage. This is not drift speed, don't get confused. Voltage by N E rho. Okay, area got cancelled and L. So that is your drift speed. Please understand this is your voltage. Yes, this is your voltage. Don't get confused. So from this, obviously, drift speed is inversely proportional to the length. So if the length is doubled, the drift speed will be halved. So hence the ratio should be nothing but 1 is to 2. Ratio should be 1 is to 2 or basically 2 is to 1. So this when you are talking about the new one will be half of the old one. The question is old is to new. So when you talk about old by new, it will be 2 is to 1. Question asked is old to the new one. So it will be 2 is to 1. So beautiful formula of drift speed. Ohm's law, which is current is voltage by resistance and resistance is rho L by A. So all these things very, very critical. Current is nothing but voltage by resistance and resistance is rho L by A. This formula. Perfect. Next one. Which of the following is not correct for simple harmonic motion? Not correct. Very, very important. Not correct for SHM. Force, well, we know is K into X. Definitely it is proportional to X. Energy is half K X square. So it is proportional to square of X. Oh, this is the problem, I think. Velocity is omega root A square minus X square. So this is wrong. Acceleration, well, that is always correct. Definitely it is minus omega square into X. So it is also proportional to X. So first, second and fourth option are correct. This is the odd man out. So C option is the incorrect option for SHM, simple harmonic motion. If you take a capacitor and you find that energy lost in that process is E, now you put a slab with the battery connected. How much new energy is stored in it? Okay. Now, there is a standard thing which you should remember, where if you take a capacitor and connect it to a battery and turn on the switch, okay, turn on the switch, then the work done by the battery, the energy stored in the capacitor, and the heat which is lost. What are these values? Energy stored in the capacitor half CV square, work done CV square, energy lost half CV square. Basically, this plus this is this. So exactly you can say that 50% is lost, 50% is stored from whatever the battery supplies. Always. So as per the given information, it is given to you amount of energy lost is basically E. So E is basically half CV square. Okay. Now let's come to the real question. If you take a dielectric slab of constant 2, the new capacitance will become 2 times of C. The new capacitance will become 2 times of C, and it is connected to this particular battery of voltage V. How much energy is stored in the capacitor? The energy stored in the capacitor is half capacitance into voltage square. New capacitance is basically 2C into voltage square. So it will be 2 into half CV square. But what is half CV square? It is basically E. So the energy stored in the capacitor is 2 times of E, which is B option. Yep, it is correct. What a lovely, lovely, lovely question, my dear students. Okay. This is your homework question. Please make sure that you put up the answer in the comment section after the video ends. But right now, it's the time for, this is the time now for chemistry or mathematics to start. I think mathematics, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so let me just invite Namrata ma'am now. Okay, so it's time for Namrata ma'am to join in. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Keep smashing the like button in case you haven't done that yet. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Have a lovely, lovely day ahead. See you.
Hello, 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 Ninja Warriors. So, we are here to solve most likely, or you can say short questions, which will be there in your upcoming KCET examination or your JEE examination. Okay. So, quickly, we are going to start today's session. But before I start any further, do let me know whether I'm perfectly audible and visible. Let me just check my audio once before I begin. Okay, meanwhile, what you can see is solve this question and chat box mein you can write the answer. Okay. Yes, Prajwal, hi. Am I audible? Am I visible? Please quickly confirm. Yes, yes, yes. Give me a green signal that, ma'am, you're absolutely, absolutely. Okay, meanwhile. Okay. I can hear myself. So before you confirm, I have already confirmed that, okay, I'm audible and visible. So now here is the very first question, which is from the set theory chapter, and the question is absolutely easy, which says that x square is equals to 16. So basically your set A will have all the values of x satisfying these two things. X square is equals to 16 and 2x is equals to x. Okay, so from here obviously I'm gonna get x is equals to, ooh, I think my software is, oh, my software crashed, just crashed. Okay, let me restart. Okay. Oh yes, we are back. Okay, so yes, x square is equals to 16. That means x is equals to plus minus 4. And understand, we are having and in between. That means we need that value of x which will satisfy this as well as this. So this is x equals to 3. I can clearly see this and means intersection. Intersection of these two things is null. So option A over here is absolutely right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, option A correct. Okay. All right. So now let us talk about the next question, again from a set theory. Okay. Direct question, which of the following is correct? Now A intersection null. A intersection null is equal to A. A intersection null is equals to A. Now understand, any set, if you take intersection of any set with null, you will get null. Okay, so that means any set you take intersection with null set, you can't get A, rather you will get null only, because there is an intersection. That is why B option over here is absolutely correct. Okay, got it. Now let us move on to the next question. Quickly we are doing it. Okay, so 1 3 5 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you have given with two different sets. Set number 1 is having 1 3 5 7, and set number 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Understand? A and B. Then the number of 1 1 function from A to B. Okay, 1 1 function. 1 1 means that 1 should be connected with any of these 4 elements. Okay, so now understand that this 1 is having how many options? Fir se wait for the program. So 1 is having how many options? 8 options. So 8 into 3. Now if suppose 1 is connected with 3, so now 3 is gone. Now remaining, this 3 is having how many options? 7 options. Suppose 3 is connected with 5. Now 5 have how many options? 6 options. Suppose 5 is connected with 7, and last 7 is having 5 options. So your correct answer is 8 5s are 40 into 56. Okay. 6 4s are 24, 4 5s are 22, 2 4 is... Okay, then the number of 1 1 function. 1 3 5 7, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is 8. 1 is having 8 options. 1 1 functions, right? 8 into 7. So 8 5s are 40, 7 6. Oops. 7 6s are 42. What happened to my mathematics? So this is 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16, 1 6 8 0. Option D, option D, option D. Okay, option D is absolutely correct. Okie dokie. Now we are having this question, which is from functions. Okay, now this is not a very difficult question if you observe. So in this question, fx is given to you, and x cube into f of 1 by x is what? So let's do that. Let us calculate x cube into f of 1 upon x. X cube, f of 1 by x will be what? 4 upon x cube plus 3 upon x square plus 3 by x plus 4. That's it. So this is going to give you what? X cube. Now if you take LCM, you're going to get x cube. 4 plus 3x plus 3x square plus 4x cube. Correct? And you are going to have x cube gone. So you are going to have 4x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 4, which is, by the way, directly, can you see again? I calculated and I got fx, option D, absolutely right. Okay, clear? I don't know why you are not giving me answers in the chat box. Are you able to hear me? I hope that you can see me and you can give answers also in the chat box. Okay. All right. Now we have next question, which is from the world of trigonometry. Okay. Sine 55 degree minus cos 55 degree upon sine 10 degree. Now sine 55 minus cos 55 will not work for me. Rather, sine 55 degree minus cos 55 degree. So cos 55 degree will be what? Sine 35. Yes or no? 55 and 35 are complementary angles upon sine 10 degree. Now sine 10 degree, can anybody, sine C minus sine D. Can anybody tell me the formula? Sine C minus sine D is 2 cos C plus D by 2. That means 55 plus 35 by 2. Sine C minus D, 55 minus 35 by upon sine 10 degree is right here, correct? So this is 2. Now cos 90, so this is 2 cos 45 degree, and this, by the way, is sine 10 degree upon sine 10 degree. Okay, so can you see sine 10 is gone. So even though these numbers were unknown to us, but just by believing that, okay, if you apply the formula, you'll get it. So this is 2 by root 2 and this is going to become root 2. Option D will be absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Clear? Yes, yes, yes. Now the next question. Next question. Least value of 3 sine square plus 4 cos square theta. Again, a trigonometric question. So whenever you see 3 sine square plus 4 cos square, you can write 3 sine square theta plus 4 cos square theta will be 1 minus sine square theta. Okay. So this is 3 sine square theta plus 4 minus 4 sine square theta. So 4 minus sine square theta. Okay, 4 minus sine square theta. So over here, sine square theta, now least value. Sine square theta minimum can be 0, maximum can be 1. Now the moment you put sine square theta is equals to 1, 4 minus 1 you will get least value as 3. So correct answer of this particular question is 3. Okay, got it, getting it. I don't know why I'm not able to see your chat. Okay. Next question on your screen, right here, right away from the world of complex numbers. Again, an easy question. Z1 is given to you. So Z1 over here, can you see, is of the form. So suppose, understand, if your complex number is this, R cos theta plus iota sin theta. Suppose if this is your complex number, then mod Z is nothing but R. So from here, you can say that mod Z1 is root 2. From here, similarly, mod Z2 is root 3. Correct? So this is mod Z1, mod Z2 is equals to root 2, root 3, and option C, root 6 will be right there. Okay, clear? Okay, yes, Chandan? Option C in this particular question. Okay, complex number done. Now we are having another question which is from the world of coordinate geometry, specifically straight lines. If the foot of perpendicular from the origin to a straight line is at the point 3, minus 4. Now understand, you need to plot the diagram, plot the situation. So you have a line. If the foot of perpendicular from origin to a straight line, so you have a straight line, foot of perpendicular looks like this. This is 3, minus 4. Okay. So if the foot of perpendicular from the origin, so origin is right there. So you are looking for equation of line. Now understand one thing, that to write equation of any line, you need to have its slope. Now this is perpendicular. You need to have, so basically what I want is slope of this green line. And I want point on the line which is already there. So point is what? Y plus 4 is equals to slope x minus 3. Now what is slope? How to calculate slope of this line? Understand, slope of this line I don't have, but I can calculate slope of this line will be what? Minus 4 minus 0 upon 3 minus 0. So this is m is going to be minus 4 by 3. This is your minus 4 by 3. Now, this perpendicular is perpendicular to my line. So I am looking for slope of a line which is perpendicular to this line. So negative reciprocal, that means 3 by 4 is slope of my line. So 3 by 4. So 4y plus 16 is equals to 3x minus 9. So 4y plus 7 is equals to 3x. 4y plus 7 is equals to 3x. Sorry, this is 25. 4x plus 25. 4x. Oops, sorry. 4y plus 25 is equals to 3x. Tell me which option is correct. 4y plus 25 is equals to 3x is matching with option A, not B, A. 4y plus 25, correct? 4y plus 25. So this is not correct. 4y plus 25, not correct. 4y plus 25, not correct. 4y plus 25, this is correct. Option A. Can we use a 3D geometry concept to solve this? Yes, but 3D geometry concept is again the same. I think that foot of perpendicular, this and this are perpendicular to each other. So in 2D geometry, perpendicular means m1, m2 minus 1. In 3D geometry, perpendicular means dot product equals to 0. Then we are having this. The distance between foci of the conic this is equal to, can anybody tell me what is this conic? Please write down in the comment section. What is this conic? X square by 9 minus y square by 7 is equals to 1, correct? Or you can say x square by 3 square minus y square by root 7 whole square is equals to 1, correct? This is a hyperbola. This is an hyperbola. Now, distance between foci, and which hyperbola? This type of hyperbola. Distance between foci. So, foci of this hyperbola is minus AE, comma AE. Okay. Distance between foci will be 2AE. 2 into A. What is A? 3 and E. Now, tell me the value of E. E square is equals to 1 plus B square by A square. Eccentricity formula for your hyperbola. Eccentricity formula for your hyperbola. So 1 plus 7 by 9. So this is going to give you 16. So 4 by 3. E is nothing but 4 by 3. Okay. E is your 4 by 3. So just plug in this value, right? 4 by 3. So you are going to get 3 cancel. 8 is the correct answer of this particular question. Option A, absolutely right. Okay. All right. Clear. Done. All formulas done. Okay. I hope that you have recalled this formula of eccentricity. And now we are having this question. Okay. This question says that omega not equal to 1 be a cube root of unity. Okay. So omega is a cube root of unity. That we already know. We are aware with omega, right? And S be the set of all non-singular matrices. Now, can anybody tell me what is non-singular? Non-singular means determinant not equals to 0. So determinant of this whole question is all about determinant being not equals to 0. Okay. Solve it. 1 minus C omega minus A omega minus C omega square plus B. We are having omega square minus omega square, that is 0, is not equals to 0. So this term is not equals to 1 minus C omega minus A omega plus AC omega square is not equals to 0. Understand? This is your thing. Okay. If you factorize it, this can be factorized. 1 minus C omega is right here. From here you can calculate, you can take 1 minus A omega common. So this is 1 minus C omega again equals to 0. Can you clearly see? 1 minus C omega and 1 minus A omega is not equals to 0. That means, what does that mean? C omega cannot be equals to 1 and A omega also cannot be equal to 1. Right? Then the number of distinct matrices. Okay. Now understand. If I just go here, where each of A, B, C is either omega or omega square. Understand? Okay. Here, B can be anything. Okay, B has no, basically B can be, so B can be either omega or omega square. B has no issue. But C cannot be omega square. So C can only be omega, because if C is omega square, then omega square into omega cube will become 1, which we don't want. So C cannot be omega square, but yes, it can be omega. Same, A also cannot be omega square, but A can be omega, because omega square is not 1, we know. So basically you have A comma B comma C, they are asking now. So omega comma omega, A comma B comma C. This is first set, omega comma omega square comma omega. Basically A, B, C, A, B, C. Two sets of A comma B comma C is what we are getting over here. This is, I would say, a little bit tricky question. Okay, little bit tricky question. Little bit, not much. And now we are having, yes, statistics problem. Understand? Statistics problem, good problem. Okay, so statistics problem says that sigma xi minus 5 is equals to 9 of 9 observation. So suppose I take, okay, one thing, understand that suppose you have 9 observation x1, comma x2, comma x3 and all the way up to x9. If at all these 9 observation is having standard deviation, you know, right? Standard deviation. So standard deviation is sigma, that is equals to square root of xi square upon n minus mean ka square. But, so this is for 9 observation, this is the formula for standard deviation. But if at all you have x1 minus k, x2 minus k, x3 minus k, these are your observation, then also your sigma will not change. So what I'm trying to say is that if you have 9 observation and standard deviation is sigma, then if you have these 9 observation, x1 minus k, x2 minus k, x3 minus k, then also the standard deviation will not change. So standard deviation remain unaffected if you add or subtract any constant in the observation. So now if you calculate standard deviation of this data, x1 minus 5, x2 minus 5 and all the way up to x10 minus 5, it will be equal to standard deviation of this data. So just go with standard deviation of this data. So sigma is equals to square root of sum of squares of all the observation 45, sum of squares of all the observation upon 9 minus mean. Mean is what? Sum of all the observation upon total number. So 9 by 9 whole square. So this is sigma will be equals to 9 5s are 45, 5 minus 1. So this is root 4 and that is going to be 2, 2, 2, 2. So option D, because understand square root is there. Standard deviation has a root. Variance is not having a root. Okay. So make sure that you are understanding this. Got it? Clear? Perfect. Shall I move on? Okay. This question, let's do this question. Let f such that R2R be a differentiable function having f of 2 is given as 6, f dash 2 is 1 by 48. Then limit of this is what? Okay, so this is a clear-cut question of Leibniz theorem. All right. Okay, so this is a differentiable function having f of 2 given, f dash 2 given, and we are looking for this. Now understand. Limit x 10 to 2 integral of 6 f of x. This is 4t cube upon x minus 2 dt. Okay, all right. So now if you understand, you put x equals to 2. If you put x equals to 2, lower limit is 6, upper limit will be f of 2, which is 6. So can you see this? That, okay, hold on. This is actually, let me rewrite this, because the integration is only on the numerator part, okay. So this is f of 2 and this is 4t cube dt, okay, upon this is x minus 2. So this integration is only on the numerator. Now understand, if you put x equals to 2, denominator 0, numerator 0, 0 by 0 forms. So that means L'Hopital will be applicable. Now if L'Hopital is applicable, then understand this is f of x. Then understand that denominator, L'Hopital is what? Derivative of numerator upon derivative of denominator. So this is 1. What about this? If you plug in this 4t cube, so you are going to get what? Okay, so t will be replaced by upper limit 4 f of x and cube f dash x. This is Leibniz rule. How to apply Leibniz rule? Understand. You want to differentiate denominator, done. But if you want to differentiate numerator, t will be replaced by upper limit and upper limit will be differentiated, minus t will be replaced by lower limit and lower limit is differentiated, so this is going to become 0. And obviously limit x tend to 2. If you put x tend to 2, now 4 f of 2 cube f dash 2 will be your answer. So 4 into f of 2, so 6 into 6 into 6, f dash 2 is 1 upon 48, 6 1s are 6 8s are 4 2s are, this is 3, 6 3s are 18, option A is absolutely right. Okay, option A is absolutely right. Clear? Got it? Now we are having another question which is based on maxima and minima, application of derivatives, okay. It says let the function fx is given, have a maxima for a negative value of x and minima for a positive value of x. Now understand, this is a cubic equation. So if I try to plot the graph, I will realize maxima for a negative. That means this is how the graph will look like. This is your point of maxima and this is your point of minima. That's what they are saying, okay. Then the set of all values of p is what? Correct? So understand that if this is the graph, f dash, okay, f dash x, let's calculate f dash x. F dash x will be 6x square plus 2p minus 7 2x plus 3 times 2p minus 9. Now understand what is happening. From this value, negative value, to positive value, this is a negative x, this is a positive x. Your function is continuously decreasing. Are you understanding my point? From negative to positive, your function is continuously decreasing. So at x equals to 0, your function is decreasing. That means f dash 0 should be less than 0. So f dash 0 is what? 3. 2p minus 9 should be less than 0. So p is less than 9 by 2. P less than 9 by 2 is option C. Option C is absolutely right. Okay. Clear? Yes. Now let's move on to the next problem. Next problem, if the 4 points whose position vectors are given, 4 points whose position vectors are given are coplanar, then alpha is equal to, let me tell you the formula when 4 points x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, x3, y3, z3 and x4, y4, z4. 4 points being coplanar, so your this determinant is 0, which is x4 minus x1, x4 minus x1, y4 minus y1, z4 minus z1, x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 is equals to 0. This is the formula. Okay. So now let us just pick quickly. This is, let's say, 1. This is your 2. This is your 3. This is your 4. 5 minus 3, 2. Minus 2 alpha plus 4. 4 minus 2, 2. Correct? 4 minus 1 done. Now 4 minus, okay, so this is 4 minus 1. Now 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Then 3 minus 1 minus j plus 4. So minus 1 plus 4 is 3. Then we are having 3 minus 2, sorry, 3 minus 2 is 1. Minus 5, 3, 1. Then we are having what? So x2 minus, so 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 2 minus, so this is 6. Then we are having minus 1, so minus 3. This determinant is equals to 0. Now solve it and get the value of alpha. Okay. So let's solve it. This is 2. Minus 9 minus 6. So this is minus 15. Correct? Now negative of this. So plus 2 alpha minus 4 will remain outside, and this is 15 plus 2. 15 plus 2 is 17. Plus twice of minus 30 plus 12. Minus 30 plus 12 is, minus 30 plus 12 is minus 18 equals to 0. If you solve this, what are you going to get? Alpha will be what? Tell me. So alpha will be, now can you see this 2 getting cancelled out? This is also 2. This 2 is gone. So your answer will be minus 15 and minus 18 will go on the right hand side. It will become 23. So alpha minus 2 into 17 is nothing but 23. Alpha is equals to 23 by 17 plus 2. So 34. So 7 and 57 by 17. 73 by 17 they are saying. Oops. 34. Sorry, this is 33, correct? So 34 plus 33 is 67. Again, abhi bhi kuch hai. There is something. So 73 by 17 is your alpha. Okay, 73 by 17. So 34. C5 minus 3, 2. Correct. Then minus 5, 3 and 1. Correct. Minus 2, 6 and minus 3. Correct. So this is, now one more time let's do that. 2. Minus 9, minus 6, minus 15. Correct. Then this is plus 2 alpha plus 4. This is 15. Okay. 15 minus 2 is 14. 15. Plus 2, 17. And then 2 we are having 6 5s are 30. Oh, okay. Minus 30, minus 6. So this is minus 36. Okay. Last wala, let me do it again. Twice of. This is minus 30 plus 6. Minus 30 plus 6. Tell me na. Minus 30 plus 6 is going to become what? Minus 24. Yes, better. Now 2 is gone equals to 0. Now you just do it one more time. So this is going to become what? Alpha minus 2 into 17 is equals to 15 plus 24, so 9 and 3. Alpha minus 2 is equals to 39 upon 17 plus 2. So 34 plus 39 upon 17. Is it correct now by any chance? So now it's 73 by 17. Option A is absolutely right. Okay, clear. This question is done. Now let us move on to the next problem. Next problem is this, which is from the world of matrices. Matrix A is given to you and matrix B is also given to you, correct? Matrix A, matrix B, and now one thing is given. By the way, this was asked in JEE Advanced, but now they can ask in KCET also, in JEE Main also, okay? So M is given as A transpose BA. Okay, this is your M. Inverse of this matrix is what they are looking for. Now understand, they are looking for inverse of this matrix. So I will be focusing on this. A, M power 2023 and A transpose. Let me just write it this way. A, M, 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 how many times? 2023 times M and A transpose. Now plug in the value of M. So A is right here, M is what? A transpose BA. This is your M. Then A transpose BA. This is again your M. Then A transpose BA. This is again your M. So this factor is repeated 2023 times. And lastly, we are having A transpose. Correct or not? Now understand one thing, that A into A transpose, A into A transpose, A into A transpose. We can see this repeatedly. So if you multiply A and A transpose, what are you going to get? What do you think? Obviously there will be something, and we have to be very sure. If you have practiced enough, you'll be like, ha ma'am, A transpose is going to become identity matrix, either identity or something like that. So 1 by root 10, 3 by root 10, 3 by root 10, 1 by root 10. Transpose 1 by root 10. Is there any negative sign? No negative sign, huh? 3 by root 10. 3 by root 10, 1 by root 10. This multiply this. 1 plus 9. So can you see 10? So this is 1. Okay. If you multiply, there should be a negative sign, but it is not visible. Okay. This multiply this. So 1, 3 and this negative. I think this should be negative. This should be negative. Let's see, this and this, 1. Correct? Now this and this. So 3 minus 3, 0. This and this should be 3 minus 3, 0. And this is still 1. Yes, there is a negative sign. Okay. So A transpose is coming out as identity matrix. So this is identity. So only B, identity B. How many times? B, 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 B. 2023 times B will be there. Last also you will get A transpose. So this is actually B raised to power 2023. So inverse of this matrix, you are looking for inverse of B power 2023. What is B? B is given. Can you see? Now B power 2023 is what you need to calculate. So B square. Tell me. 1 minus I 0, 1. This is your B square. B square is nothing but, so 1 and this and this. So minus iota and minus I. So minus 2 iota 0, 1. Can you see this is B square? B cube will be what? 1 minus 3 iota 0, 1. So B power by pattern, B power 2023 is 1 minus 2023 iota 0 and 1. Now you are looking for inverse of this matrix. Understand? Inverse of this matrix, you know how to calculate inverse. So B 2023 inverse is nothing but adjoint. How to calculate adjoint? By reversing the diagonal, interchanging the diagonal elements and reversing the sign of it, okay, and dividing it by determinant. So determinant of this matrix is 1. So 1 upon 1. So 1, 2, 0, 2, 3, iota, 0, 1. So correct answer is option D. Okay. Getting it? Understanding it? Okay. Next question on your screen. Next question. For the two positive numbers a comma b, if a, b and 18 are in geometric progression, while 1 by a, 10 and 1 by b are in arithmetic progression. So easy question. If these three numbers are in geometric progression, then b square is equals to a by 18. That is your first equation. And if these three numbers are in arithmetic progression, double of middle is equals to 1 by a plus 1 by b. So 20 is equals to ab upon, and this is a plus b. Two equations, two unknown, correct? So 18 b square is equals to a, and okay. So now what you can do is you can put the value of a over here. Let's do that. Put the value of a over here, okay? All right. Pradeep, hi Guru, hi Indumati. Yes, Pradeep, if you want to leave. For KCET, you don't have to leave. You have time. You have enough time. When is your KCET? So for KCET, Pradeep, I don't think so you should leave anything. Huh? Now put the value of a 20 equals to 18 b square plus b upon a over here is 18 b square into b. Obviously, 1b will come out. So your answer will be 18 into 20. 360 b square is equals to 18b plus 1. This is a clear-cut quadratic equation. Can you see this is a clear-cut quadratic equation getting formed over here, okay, in b. So from here you can calculate b. 360b square minus 18b minus 1 equals to 0. So you have to apply quadratic formula. b is equals to 18 plus minus square root of 18 ka square 324 plus 4 into 360 upon 2 into a. Okay. So now start cancelling. Your b from here, if you calculate now, your b will be what? Positive. If you want to take the positive number, b will be 1 by 12. b from here is 1 by 12. The moment you put b as 1 by 12 in here, 18 upon 12 into 12 is your a. Correct? So this is 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18, 6 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. So 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8. A is 1 by 8, B is 1 by 12. So correct answer is 16 into 1 by 8 plus 12 into 1 by 12. So this is 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is absolutely right. 3 is absolutely right. Okay, getting it, understanding it? Okay. Now, next question is again from the world of quadratic equations. Okay, quadratic equations, very easy question. I think you all should be like doing this question. I should observe whether you are getting it correct answer or not. Try it out. Try it out. Try. So, you know that alpha plus beta whole square is alpha plus beta, alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta, correct? Okay. So, alpha plus beta whole square is equals to, minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square. Correct or not? So let us first calculate. So they are asking, they are actually giving. They are giving alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 is minus 30, correct? And from here we can say that sum of roots is minus 60 power 1 by 4. Product of roots is equals to A. Okay. So alpha square plus beta square value, if you try to calculate, alpha plus beta whole square. So this is going to give you minus 60 power 1 by 4 whole square minus 2. Alpha beta is nothing but A. So this is 60 power 1 by root minus 2A is nothing but alpha square plus beta square. Now one more time we should be squaring both the sides. Square this, square this. What do we get? Tell me. Alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus 2 alpha beta whole square is equals to, now square it, 60 plus 4a square and minus 2 2s are 4 root 60. This is given as minus 30 plus 2 alpha beta is your a square, and this is 60 plus 4a square minus 4 root 60. Okay. Now shift everything towards the left hand side. So 2a square will remain on the right hand side, rest everything. So minus 90, and this is plus 4 root 60. So a square from here will be minus 45 plus 2 root 60. This is your a square. Am I doing correct? This is alpha beta he square. Product, oh sorry, we don't need to do this because what they are asking is product of all possible values. So just write down this same thing, just divide by 2, a square minus 2 root 60 a plus 45 equals to 0. Tell me, what is the value of product of roots? Product of roots is clearly 45. 45 is absolutely correct answer. Okay, clear? Done, done, done. Nice. All right. Now we are having the last question. Yes, we are having the last question. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we are having this. The foot of perpendicular of the point 2, 0, 5 on the line is alpha, beta, gamma. Then which of the following is not correct? Now this is the question which is important for your JEE main. Important for your KCET examination as well. So learn this question very, very nicely. Foot of perpendicular. So first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to learn the algorithm, or you can say steps. Steps to solve foot of perpendicular of 3D geometry. Suppose you are having a point 2, 0, 5 as per the question. Then we are having this line which is given x plus 1, y minus 1, z plus 1, 2, 5, minus 1. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Now understand how to solve this question. You want foot of perpendicular. So first of all, this is your P, this is your F. This is your perpendicular and you have got 90 degree. The moment you spot 90 degree, whether in vector, whether in 3D geometry, always remember this 90 degree means dot product equals to 0. So eventually the last step of the question will be dot product equals to 0. But ma'am, okay, dot product equals to 0, but between which vectors? between which two things you're going to make dot product equals to 0. So now understand that PF and line, PF vector, you can say PF, direction of PF. So PF is perpendicular to this line. That means eventually PF vector dot product with direction ratio of the line is equals to what? Dot product being 0. Now PF vector, how to know PF vector? Because ma'am, P to you know already, but what about F? F you have to assume. So the very first step, now step by step, I'm going to tell you. The logic I told you, now step by step. Step number 1, assume the point on a line. Assume it. So how to assume point on this line in terms of lambda? So x will be 2 lambda minus 1, comma. Y will be 5 lambda plus 1, comma, minus lambda minus 1. This is your f, x, comma, y, comma, z. Correct? Now, what you have to figure out is PF vector. PF is what? Tell me. F minus P. So, 2 lambda minus 1 minus 2. So, this is 2 lambda minus 3. 5 lambda plus 1 minus 0. Minus lambda minus 1 minus 5. So, this is your PF vector. Okay. And now take dot with direction ratio of the line. Can anybody tell me what is the direction ratio of your line? So PF vector is 2 lambda minus 3. Direction ratio is 2. Then next direction ratio is plus 5. Multiplication with 5 lambda plus 1. Next direction ratio is minus 1. Multiplication with minus lambda minus 6 equals to 0. The moment you make this dot product equals to 0, you will get the value of lambda, which is 4 lambda minus 6 plus 25 lambda plus 5 plus lambda plus 6 equals to 0. So you are going to get 29, 30. 30 lambda is equals to minus 30. Lambda is coming out as beautifully minus 1. I like it when lambda becomes like very easy. Lambda is coming out as am I doing correct? So three minus 2 lambda they are saying. Okay, 5 lambda plus 1, 6 plus lambda. Now understand, 2 2s are, and this is 5 lambda plus 1. So lambda will be 25 plus 4 is 29 plus 1 30, and plus this is plus, this is minus. Okay, so we are getting lambda is minus 1. Okay, so lambda minus 1, if you put, what you're going to get is alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so put the value of lambda over here. Alpha you'll be getting what? From here, alpha will be here. The moment you put lambda, you will get alpha, you will get beta, you will get gamma. Okay, and eventually you can match the correct answer. Okay, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Clear? Now, so we are done with mathematics part, and we can start with chemistry now. Okay, so chemistry ma'am will be taking.
Hi students, welcome to JEE Karnataka KCET and board. So today we are doing very most important questions for your JEE plus KCET preparation, right? So everybody, are you able to see me? Am I visible? Am I audible to everybody or not? Let me know in the comment section so that quickly we can start with the chemistry part. and we can complete the most likely questions to be asked in JEE and KCET. Right? Okay. Yes, everybody. Hello, hello. Good evening, students. Good evening. So let us start the session without wasting any time here. Right? So first thing is, first question that you can see on your screen is, given below are two statements. Two statements are given to you, right? In redox reactions, the indicator used are sensitive to change in pH. You have to tell which of the statement is correct or which statement is incorrect. Yes, students, everybody in the comment section, you have to tell me which of the statement is correct or incorrect. Everybody in the comment section. Yes, students, A, B, C, D, let me know in the comment section out of that what do you think is the correct answer. Students, what do you think is the correct answer? Everybody? Very good. Any idea? Any idea? Right. Okay. Chalo. In redox reaction, in redox titrations, the indicator used are sensitive to change in pH of the solutions. Right. Redox titration, the indicator used are sensitive to the change in pH, right? That would be a false statement. In acid-base titrations, the indicator used are sensitive to change in oxidation potential, right? So both of them are the false statement only. So we can say that both statement A and B are the incorrect statements. Yes, students, right? Okay, everybody, because they are generalizing this thing, right? Right, they are generalizing this thing, so answer will be both are false statement. If you talk about in redox reaction, indicators are sensitive to oxidation potential, and in acid base titration, indicators are sensitive to change in solution. Both statement are the false statements, right? Okay, next question is, next is a compound X, a compound, there is a compound X when treated with phthalic anhydride in presence of concentrated H2SO4 yields a Y. Y is used as an acid base indicator. Y are respectively, you need to tell Y are respectively carbolic acid, phenolphthalein, anisole, methyl orange, salicylic aldehyde, phenolphthalein, toluidine, and phenolphthalein. Right? Okay. So there is a compound X. Everybody, any idea about this? Right? Okay. Chalo. So if this question is new for you, let me just tell you what is the reaction that is happening here. So basically what is happening here, you have one phenol and this is the phthalimide that you have, right? Okay, what is this? Phthalic anhydride they are asking now. Phthalic anhydride, a compound X treated with this in presence of this yields Y. Y is used in acid base indicators. So basically why they are talking about acid base indicator is phenolphthalein. Now phenolphthalein is made from which thing? If you react two phenols with the phthalic anhydride, this oxygen and this water will be taken out, right? And you will have the formation to this, these two phenol will be placed, and hence this will be placed here, this will be placed here, and hence which is the structure of phenolphthalein, right? So you can say which is the correct answer, carbolic acid, right? That is nothing but phenol, okay? So carbolic acid is another name of phenol, right? Okay, you can write it there, right? And this is phenolphthalein, that was Y, right? This was X, and this was Y, right? Okay, this is what the hint was given to you. This is the hint that was given to you in the question. This was the hint that was given to you in the question. Okay, next question is, you have for the given parallel first order reaction, they've said that okay, K1 and K2 has this ratio, what will be the ratio of B concentration by C concentration at any point of time? So these are the two parallel reactions that you have, right? Okay, these are the two parallel reactions that you have, right? Okay, students, everybody, in a given parallel first order reactions, K1 ratio K2, that is 3 by 2, that is given to you. They are asking you the concentration of B and C at any point of time. Everybody in the comment section, any idea how would you do that? Everybody, everybody, everybody. So, if you see this reaction, they are saying this is a first order reaction. That means K1, right? Talking about K1 and talking about K2 here. This is the K2 here, right? So, we are going to write the rate laws here. Let's write the rate laws here. Okay. For K1 it is B, for K2 it is C, right? So you can just directly write that the ratio will be same, isn't it? The ratio of K1 by K2, because it is a first order reaction, right? It is a first order reaction. So we know that K1 by K2 is equals to B by C. That is going to be for first order reaction. So if you say this, this will be 3:2. So ratio is going to be same only. So answer is going to be 3:2 only. Yes, everybody understood? Chal. Now, next is Henry's Moseley. Henry's Moseley studied characteristics X-ray spectra of elements. The graph which represents his observations correctly is given. Right? Mu is this. Now, this is from classification periodic table. Right? So, in that, Henry Moseley, he displayed a graph that was between which of the following. So, it is a straight line graph for sure. The graph will tell you, will lead you to modern periodic table. Now tell me what will be that graph. Anybody in the comment section, what will be that graph, guys? Any idea about it? So I'll just draw the graphs here. So first is frequency and under root of atomic number, frequency and simple atomic number, under root of frequency and atomic number, frequency square and atomic number. Students, any idea on this? Everybody? That is between under root of frequency and atomic number. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Right? Okay, B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question on your screen we have, next question is list these, okay, four, this is basically from amino acids by molecules. They are asking you which thing? Glutamic acid, what they are saying, natural amino acid, 1 letter code. Okay, so actually this is out of your syllabus only, so I'll just delete this. Okay, so I'll just delete this question, right? Okay, just deleting this question here. Okay, next question, guys. Next on your screen, the decreasing order, that will not be asked to you, so that's why I deleted that, right? Okay. Now, the descending order of acidity for the following carboxylic acid is. Now, as you can see here, the distance is same. The distance is same. In first compound, there are 3 fluorine. So, if you talk about the acidity, here it is going to be negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Now, that means more stable is the carbon ion, more will be the stability. If you talk about this thing, this is an acid. If it loses H positive plus A negative, more stable is this anion, more it will be more acidic in nature. That means we need to check the stability of the carbon ion. Right? Carbon ion, if you talk about, take it as a stress. So when you're under stress, somebody is giving you more stress, you would want to stay away from them, right? Okay. So in the similar way, when you're donating the electrons here, it means you're doing the electron donation. In this case, what will happen? In this case, what will happen? Here, it will become unstable. When you're taking away the electron, it will become stable here, right? Okay. So here we know that more the number of electron withdrawing group. Now, halogen are electron withdrawing and fluorine has maximum electronegativity, right? More is the number of this group here, more will be the acidity here. That means B is going to have maximum acidity. So these two are ruled out. So either B or C can be the answer. Let us see this here, right? So we have to, everything is same here. We have to know between D and C which is more acidic. D is this, C is this, which is more acidic. As we know, fluorine has more electron withdrawing group because it is more electronegative. So that is why it would make the carbon ion more stable and hence acidity will be more of D. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Is that clear to everybody or not? Everybody in the comment section, is that clear to all of you or not, students? Is that clear? Yes? B, beta, B, B. Why B? Because here it is chlorine, it is fluorine. Fluorine is more electron negative, that is why its electron withdrawing capacity is more. More is the electron withdrawing capacity, more stable is the carbon ion, more will be the acidity. Right? Okay, so B will be the correct answer here. Next question is, next is major product. They are saying major product P formed in the following reaction is. So this reaction is given to you. They are asking you what is the major product that is formed here. Major product, students. So it is Br2 NaHCO3. This is carboxylic acid, and this is the double bond that is given to you. Yes, students. Everybody in the comment section, what will be the answer here? Everybody, what will be the answer here? It's a very, very interesting question, okay? It's a very, very interesting, very important question. Very important, tricky question it is, okay? Twisted, little bit twisted question this is. So let us see this here. So basically what will happen, if you talk about Br2, first is it is going to attack on this pi bond. It will attack on this pi bond and form a cyclic intermediate, right? Now what will happen, again this will break and you will have the formation of, when this will break, no, so what will happen, you have NaHCO3, right? This electron will jump here. When this electron is jumping here, this will become positive, this will become positive, this will become negative. This positive will make a cyclic ring here. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-membered ring it will be. Right? So 5-membered ring will be formed here. Where if you talk about, this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon. So on the first oxygen, it will stay as it is. This is 1. On the second position, you will have double bond O. Third, it is carbon. Fourth, it is carbon. On the fifth position, you will have a CH2 and this will be Br. So that is drawn here. Right? Okay, why this was important question? Because whenever there is formation of a cyclic structure, that automatically becomes important, right? Automatically that becomes important, right? Okay, so answer is going to be A is the correct answer. As you can see in the options, right? A will be the correct answer here. Got it? Yes, everybody. Next question on your screen is the correct reaction profile diagram for positive catalyst. Okay, positive catalyst means which is going to increase the rate of reaction. So it's a simple question, guys. It's a simple question. Everybody, it's a very, very simple question. So they are saying with the catalyst. So for example, when it will become easy for you to take admission in your dream medical college, right? Either you will do more hard work or the cutoff will suddenly, it will be like less mark students can also get the seat, right? So that means if the barrier is less, in that case you can easily jump, right? So here, if the barrier decreases, I need to decrease the barrier, right? With catalyst, barrier should decrease. Without catalyst, barrier should be more. So answer will be A is the correct diagram for the positive catalyst. Okay, A is the correct diagram for the positive catalyst. For negative catalyst, it should be like this. Negative catalyst will be, barrier will be higher. Okay, yes. Now next question is the correct IUPAC nomenclature of this particular compound, where you have two functional groups. Guys, two functional groups are given to you. Tell me which will be more priority functional group. Which will be the more priority functional group, guys? Which will be the more priority functional group? Which will be more priority functional group, everybody? Yes, everybody? Yes, students? Okay. Yes. Okay. I think it's a very, very simple question. When you have polyfunctional groups, right? Carboxylic acid is always more priority it has. It is the king of functional groups. So in comparison to ketone, though definitely it has more priority. So that means it will be taken as substituent. Now this is taken as substituent, right? Okay, so if you number this, you will number this according to COH. That is why this will be inside the parent chain. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Longest chain I need to make, right? Now second, on the second position you have methyl, right? Okay, on the second position methyl is only present here, right? Then you have on the fifth position, what you have is oxo. So whenever ketone is included here, right, ketone will always be included in the parent chain, right? So it is having, whenever it is acting as a substituent, we name it either keto or we name it oxo. So if you see this, keto is not even in the option, so answer will be 5-oxo hexanoic acid, because 6-hexanoic, noic acid is for carboxylic acid. So answer is going to be D is the correct answer, right? Answer is going to be D is the correct answer. Got it? Yes, very good, Pranav, very good. D is the correct answer. Okay, next question, guys. Next question is match the list. They are saying match the list, this with this one, according to the number of unpaired electron that it will have. According to the number of unpaired electron that it will have. Yes, everybody. So I'll just firstly let me solve for first question here. Firstly, let us solve the oxidation state. It will be x minus 6 is equals to minus 3. It is going to be x is equals to plus 3. This is x plus 0 is equals to plus 2. So answer is going to be x is equals to plus 2. This is x plus 0 is equals to plus 3. So answer is going to be x equals to plus 3. This is again, this is x is equals to plus 2, right? Okay, that is the oxidation number, right? Now let us find out the electronic configuration in this particular oxidation number. So chromium is nothing but it is 24. So it will be 4s1 3d5. Taking out 3 electrons here, it will become 3d3. Okay. Then you have iron 2 positive. Iron is 26, so it will be 4s2 3d6. Taking out 2 electrons from here, it will become 3d6. Right? Okay. Then you have cobalt. Cobalt is 27, 4s2 3d7. That is the electronic configuration of cobalt. Taking out 3 electron, 2 from here, 1 from here, it will again become 3d6. Okay. What about this one? Nickel. Nickel is 28 atomic number, so it will become 4s2 3d8 electronic configuration. Take out 2 electrons here, it will become 3d8. Now tell me which of the following is a strong field ligand, which is a weak field ligand. Yes, everybody? Everybody in the comment section. Everybody in the comment section. Yes. Yes, students. Okay. Let us see this here. Let us see this here. Everybody, D. Okay, let us see. Acha. Now this is a strong field ligand. This is a weak field ligand. This is a strong field ligand. So that means only this pair will not cause pairing. Not cause pairing. Other will cause pairing. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I will just draw the boxes here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 1, 2, 3. D orbitals, beta I am drawing. Right? Okay. So D orbitals, let us draw that. Okay. Now, if you see this thing here, right? Now here what you will see, electrons you are adding here. So it will be 1, 2, 3. Pairing is caused. In this way, there is no pairing. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Here it is 6. But there is pairing of electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, there is pairing of electron. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, as you can see, number of unpaired electrons, wait a minute, here it will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is it? One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. This will not cause pairing. Let me just, because NH3 here is a strong field ligand. NH3 has a unique behavior basically. In when it is in comparison to cobalt, it is a strong field ligand. In comparison to, yes, in comparison to nickel, there is no pairing. Okay, so I can just write it here. Here it is a strong field ligand. Here it is a weak field ligand. Okay, that is a very, very important thing. Okay, now here what we will do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now if you see how many unpaired electrons, here it is 1 unpaired electron, right? It is a strong field ligand, so there should be one. For 1 there is no option for 1. Fe is having 4 unpaired electron, so B will be 4, B will be 4, B is 4 over here and here, right? If you talk about, let me see, C is 1, D is what? D is, it is having 2 unpaired electron, that means D is 3, right? So here, this will be the answer. But if you see A, they are saying it is 3 unpaired electron. How come? It will cause pairing. Then how come it is 0? 0 is for 0 unpaired electron is for C, right? So for A it should be 1, isn't it? Minus 6, wait a minute, if I have done something wrong, x minus 6 is equals to minus 3, x is equals to plus 3, chromium is 4s1, 3d5, taking out 3 electrons here, it will become 3d3 only. 3d3 it is, then strong pairing will be there because Cn is a strong field ligand, then there should be 1 unpaired electron. So here it should be 1, okay? Here it should be 1, okay? Understood? Only in case of cobalt it is a strong field ligand, others it is a weak field ligand only, okay? Yes, only in case of cobalt it is a strong field ligand. So here it should be 1, okay? Only then we can say that is the answer, right? Okay, so answer is C is the correct answer here. Got it? Yes, everybody? Yes, C is the correct answer. Okay, understood? Yes, everybody? Okay, next question is, the product P formed from the following multi-step reaction. Multi-step reaction is given to you, right? Okay, so first thing is, it's a very interesting question. Reason being, because first is Br2. So now will you add Br2 according to this one or according to this one? That is the main question. Yes, everybody? Students? Students, will you add Brt? I'll just tell you one simple example here. We know that NO2 is an electron withdrawing group. It is meta-directing. CH3 is ortho-para-directing. For this, ortho position is this one and this one. For this, meta position is ortho-meta, this one and this one. Right? Okay. That means even if you draw it by NO2 or CH3, it is going to substitute on the same position. So the position is either this or this according to your choice, you can see, because both are symmetrical only. Right? Okay. In the options, they have given here also. Chalo, theek hai. I'll take here only. So let's firstly solve this. Right? Then you have H2PD. Then what about H2PD? What you will do with H2PD? Yes, everyone, that is going to reduce it. So for example, I am saying that, here you have NO2, here this is CH3, and here you have Br, right? Okay, Br, have they mentioned Br over here in any case? No, they have not mentioned it any position, so I'll just draw it here, right? Okay, because that is not mentioned anywhere here, right? Okay, so I'll just draw it here, because in the option, it is on the ortho position, it is not mentioned, right? Okay, understood, guys? Yes, everybody understood this? Now, after that, they are saying NO2 is converted into NH2. Then you have NaNO2HCl at 0 degree. This will be converted to N2Cl. This is diazotization, right? This is diazotization. wait a minute, H2PD, wait a minute, that was NO2 na. NO2 firstly is converted to NH3, right? This is converted to NH3. I'm not going to draw it again and again. This is converted to NH2, right? Then you have diazotization. This will be converted to N2Cl. This is positive, this is negative. After that, you are doing H3PO2. Now, after that, this will be eliminated, right? This will be eliminated. Now, tell me what is the answer that you will have. Everybody, what is the answer that you will have? Everybody, answer is this C. As you can see, C is the correct answer, right? C will become the correct answer because H3PO3 is going to convert disonium. If you have N2Cl, it is going to vanish that N2Cl off, right? Okay, so answer is going to be C is the correct answer, right? Okay, next question is, the correct order of reactivity, of the following haloarenes towards nucleophilic substitution with aqueous NaOH. First, you tell me with aqueous NaOH whether it's a SN1 reaction or it is a SN2 reaction. According to that, we will answer. Right? Okay? Yes, everybody. Yes, students. Yes, everybody. What is going to be the answer here? Just writing this here. So, what you need to see? You need to see which has maximum. They are not even asking you SN1, SN2 because basically they are asking you is nucleophilicity. So, you need to see which will have maximum, like minimum electron density, right? Where the electron extraction is maximum, right? So, if you talk about this thing, here we have NO2, 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 and here also Cl is also taking out electron only, deactivating, 4 deactivating group, right? That is why nucleophilic, a nucleophile, that is nucleus loving, that loves positivity, that loves less electron density will be attracted towards this. So D is going to have the maximum, right? Okay. Then what about B and C? From B and C, we know that B we have 2 electron withdrawing. Here we have 1 electron donating also. So no, this is not out of D and C. If you talk about C, B and A, B is going to have the next order. That is, after this you will have B, right? After that you will have A, which has electron withdrawing. After that you will have C, where you have plus M effect also, where you are increasing the electron density, so that nucleophile is not interested now, right? Nucleophile is like, I don't want to interact with you, bro. Why? Because I need less electron density, right? So the less will be the electron density, more will be the attack here. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer, right? A is the correct answer. Next, students, next is given below, okay. Given below are 2 statements. You have to tell which of the following is correct or incorrect. Methyl orange is weak acid, right? Benzoid form of methyl orange is more, okay, benzoid form of methyl orange is more intense, deeply colored than a quinonoid form. Yes, everybody? Which of the following is the correct answer? Students, everybody in the comment section, which of the following is correct? Methyl orange is a weak acid. Anybody in the comment section? Anybody? It is a false statement. It is not a weak acid. The benzenoid form of methyl orange is more intense. That is also the incorrect statement. So answer is going to be both the statements are incorrect. Answer is C is the correct answer. Next question, guys. Next question, guys. Next is the entropy change involved in the isothermal reversible expansion. Isothermal reversible, you need to see the formula. Just directly put the formula, right? Okay. In terms of what? In terms of pressure or what? In terms of volume, you need to put the formula. It is from this to this. V1 is given to you, V2 is given to you. For reversible process, isothermal is given to be with number of moles are given to you, that is 2, right? So just put this formula directly, that is delta S is equals to 2.303 n R log V2 by V1, right? V2 you know, V1 you know, R is 8.314, right? N is 2, so put this and you will get your answer, right? It's a simple direct formula based question, right? Okay, next is which of the following, now from thermodynamics only, which of the following statement is true for a cyclic process as shown in the figure? Which of the following is the correct for cyclic process as you can see in the following figure? Cyclic process, guys. Cyclic process, it is clockwise, anti-clockwise, work is positive or negative. Everybody in the comment section, everybody in the comment section. So, what is given to you? Firstly, for a cyclic process, all the state functions are going to be 0. So, du is not equals to 1. That is not the correct answer, right? Second is delta u is equals to q plus w. Delta u will be equals to 0. All the state functions which are not dependent on the path, like delta u, delta g, delta s, delta h, all these are going to be 0 for a cyclic function, right? Okay, where the starting and the final point is same. If delta u is 0, put it on the first law, you will get q is equals to minus w, right? So again, second is also the incorrect answer. That means out of W, this or this you need to tell which is the correct answer. So it is a clockwise thing, definitely it is going to be negative. Now just put the value of pressure is given to you, right? And change in volume is also given to you. So just solve this with that, right? If you talk about, that is going to be W is equals to area covered by the sphere, because it is going clockwise or anti-clockwise, clockwise, so it is going to be negative. What is the area of a circle? 4 pi r square, right? So just put this here, V2 minus V1, right? V2 minus V1, V2 is what? This one, right? Pi r square it will be, no? So radius you need to find out. Radius will be this thing, right? Radius will be which thing? This is, if you talk about, this is the diameter, okay? This is the diameter. You guys, okay? Those who are like even okay in maths, they will be able to understand this. This is the diameter. Taking the half of this, you will get the radius, right? So radius is going to be V2 minus V1. Radius is going to be V2 minus V1 divided by 2. That is going to be the radius here, right? So if you put the radius value here, radius is going to be 30 minus 10 divided by 2. That is, answer is going to be 10. Radius is going to be 10, right? Radius is 10 here. After that, what you do? Pi r square, just put it in the formula. That is pi r square. Pi r is what? 10. So it will be minus 100 pi. If you want to put the value of pi, because it is given in 3.14 something, so answer will be minus 314. Answer is, that is C is the correct answer. It was a simple, easy, good question, right? Okay. So two things you need to know here, right? Okay. Next is, which of the following acids would you expect to be strongest? Which will be the strongest acid, guys? Which will have the maximum stable carbon ion here? Which will have the maximum stable carbon ion? Everybody in the comment section, any one of you? If you talk about this thing here, this fluorine is going to have the maximum electron withdrawing effect. Hence, it is going to make it maximum stable. Hence, it will have the maximum acidity. Answer is going to be D is the correct answer. Okay, D is going to be the correct answer here. Next question, students. Next question is, everybody, next question, D. Very good. Amartya, very good. Give the decreasing order of ARSN, okay, reaction of the following with NaOMe. Okay, right. Decreasing order you need to tell. Okay, so maximum, see, which is going to have the maximum order here. Yes, students, which is going to show the maximum order. Firstly, let us see that. Yes, students, everybody. D, okay. D, that means you are saying first is the maximum, then second and third, then fourth. Okay, can you tell me the reason behind that? Can you tell me the reason behind that? Very good, because we have done this, I think this is the third question based on the same concept, right? What is the reason? Because fluorine here has the maximum electron withdrawing group, maximum electron density it has, right? So it is going to take out the electron here and it is going to create the maximum nucleophilicity. That means maximum less electron density will be there, right? Minimum electron density will be there. So it is going to show the maximum rate here. So 1, then chlorine, then bromine, then iodine. Answer is going to be D is the correct answer. Very good. Very good. According to the stability, like how they are giving the effect here. Right? Okay. Next question is the major product in the reaction. Major product in this reaction. This is an SN2 reaction. Major product in this particular reaction is going to be, see, one is double bond, one is this Br, one is this NH2, which is going to be the major product here. A, B, C, D. Yes. Okay. Everything is mentioned here. Yes, students, which is going to show the major product here. Anybody in the comment section? Yes, SN2, right? SN2 means there will be Walden inversion. SN2 means one step, there is transition state involved. So it will be inversion. And you are adding QH here. QH, when there is a Br or any halogen, QH is going to replace that. Okay, so it will be OH over here and there will be inversion in this case. Right? Okay, so inversion means this will be converted to apna NH3 this side, right? Okay, other things will remain the same, right? So answer is going to be what? Everybody? Answer is going to be remain what? Here, so it will be stable only. Now, if you see this here, you need to invert it. If you invert this, this is going to change. That is going to stay the same. This is going to change. So answer will be A is the correct answer. Okay? According to the inversion concept. If you see this here, right? If you see this here, SN involve inversion of configuration. Br is replaced by OH group. And hence what will happen? Inversion of configuration will happen. So this thing will be inverted here. Right? Okay? Right? Okay. Inversion of full molecule we are doing. Okay? Inversion of full molecule we are doing here. Full molecule inversion we are doing here. Right? Okay? This is inverted. So this will be inverted here. Right? Okay? Yes. Now, next is, what is a product in the reaction? Now again it's a organic chemistry question only. What is the product here? So how you will make it? Very simple. This is C double bond O, C double bond O. This is CH3 MgBr, right? This is positive, negative. So it is going to attack here. Electrons are going to jump. C double bond O will be present here. O MgBr, that is H, and this will be CH3. Answer will be which thing? Answer will be acetic acid is the correct answer, right? Next question is, benzoyl chloride is prepared by which of the following? Is prepared from benzoic acid by benzoyl chloride is prepared from benzoic acid by which of the following? Cl2, SO2 Cl2, SOCl2, Cl2H2. Benzoyl chloride is prepared how? Yes, everybody. Yes, students. Benzoyl chloride is prepared how? Cl2H2O. Benzoyl chloride is what? On benzene, you have C double bond O Cl. What is benzoic acid? That is on this, over this, you have, over this, you have C double bond O and this is OH, right? So this is going to do which thing? This is going to form which thing? This is going to replace this OH with the Cl. So it is going to be B is the option, that is SO2Cl2, right? SO2Cl, sorry, not SO2Cl2, it will be SOCl2. Because this is sulfuryl, na? Sulfuryl chloride is used in Reed's reaction. Okay, this is Darson reaction basically, where this OH is replaced by Cl. Not exactly Darson reaction, that is from alcohol to alkyl halide, but this is basically when OH is replaced by the Cl, that is SOCl2. Right, so answer is C is the correct answer. Okay, C is the correct answer. Okay, next is the standard, now they are saying the standard enthalpy of formation. The standard enthalpy of formation of NH3 is this. If the enthalpy of formation of H2 from its atom is this, and that of N2 is this, the average bond enthalpy of NH bond in NH3. So basically, standard enthalpy of formation, Haber's process you have to write here, right? Enthalpy of, average bond enthalpy of NH3. If you write this here, N2 plus H2 give rise to NH3, right? So it will be 2 here and this is 3. Now you have to tell me which is the correct thing to do. Yes, everybody? Yes, everybody? Now, if you talk about when you are writing the enthalpies here, enthalpy is standard enthalpy of formation of NH3. Formation of NH3, average bond enthalpy of NH in NH3s. That means the overall reaction, right? If standard bond enthalpy of one NH3 is this, for formation of two NH3 will be double of that. Yes, students? If, because in this reaction what you are doing, you are actually not making 1 mole, you are making 2 mole. So that means if this is the formation of NH3, then delta H of this reaction is going to be double of this. That is, it is going to be minus of 2 into 460 kilojoule per mole, right? Kilojoule per mole, isn't it? Now, after that what we are doing? After that what we are doing, the enthalpy of formation of H2 from its atoms is, if you write this, this will be delta H of reaction is equals to product minus reactant. So this is how many NH3 bonds there? In one molecule, you have 3 NH3 bonds. So it will be 2 into 3 NH bonds. That will be 6 NH bond. 6 NH bond, right? 6 NH bond. Here you will have minus product minus reactants. 2 NN bond. 2 NN bond. Minus of how many, not 2 NN bond, 1 NN bond. Now there is 1 NN bond. Yes. 1 NN bond, right? Minus of 3 of HH bond, right? So here you will just put the values. It will be 6 into NH. What is NH? NH is given, NH you have to answer that. So it will be here. So it will be NH bond is equals to delta H of reaction plus N triple bond N, this will be plus 3 of HH divided by 6, right? So just put these values here, Delta H of reaction is, where is delta H of reaction? That is coming out to be 40, 80, 92. Minus 92 plus N triple bond N is where? N triple bond N is this one. So it is minus 712, right? Minus 3 into 436. 3 into 436. divided by 6, that is going to be the correct answer here. Is that clear to everybody or not? Students, is that clear to all of you or not? Is that clear to all of you or not? What we are going to do here? Delta H minus, this will be NH. Okay. Okay. Now, next is the time for half-life. The time for half-life period of certain reaction is given to you. That is 1 hour. When the initial concentration of the reactant is given to be this, how much time does it take for its concentration from this to this? Okay. See, simple it is. It is for first order or what? Is that given to you? Is that given to you? If it is a zero order reaction. If it's a zero order reaction, and the concentration is, okay, concentration is moving half, na? How much time does it for the concentration to come for this? Wait a minute. The time for half-life of a certain reaction A to this is 1 hour. When the initial concentration of the reactant is 2. Okay. How much time does it take for the concentration to come from 0.5 to 0.25? That means again we are doing the half reaction only, na? Again it is half-life only, right? So, how to solve this particular question? Simple thing is, just write down T half is given to be 1 hour for a reaction of zero order. For zero order reaction, we know that T half is directly proportional to A naught 1 minus N. So it is directly proportional to dependent of the A naught here, right? It is not independent of A naught. When the initial concentration of the reactant is this, A naught is given to be 2.0 mole per liter. Then after half-life, there will be 1 hour. Okay. After half-life, if you talk about after half-life, I can just draw a chart here. Either you can solve it with the help of chart or with the help of reaction statement also you can solve this, right? Okay. Chalo, let's do this with the help of formula only. So, if you talk about the formula for a zero order reaction, we know that the formula is K is equals to A naught by 2T half, or you can say A naught is equals to this. Now, using this formula here, putting the value of A naught here, putting the value of time here, you will get the rate constant as 1. Now, you will put that rate constant in the equation number 1, where for the zero order reaction is equals to x by t. X is the change in concentration. What is the change in concentration? 0.5 to 0.25. The change is 0.25 by t, right? Okay. So time they are asking you, k will be equals to time they are asking you 0.25 divided by k. K is we are taking out to be 1, so it will be, time will be equals to 0.25. So answer is going to be C is the correct answer. Okay, answer is going to be C is the correct answer. Next question is, the structure of diborane contains. Diborane contains which of the following? So very simple question this is. It is 2 bridging bonds it has and 4 terminal it has. Bridging or banana bonds are 3 center 2 electrons bonds. So you can say 2 3 center 2 electrons bond, 2 3 center 2 electrons bond, and 4 2 electron 2 centered bonds. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Right answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Next is 1 mole of symmetrical alkene on ozonolysis give 2 moles of aldehyde having a molecular mass of 44U. Very simple. If you talk about aldehyde which is having 44 mass, so aldehyde is this one. Okay. If you talk about CH3, it will be 6 to 12 plus 16 plus 4. So that is going to be 10, 12, no. Okay. Chalo, let's draw this thing. CH2, if you draw CH2, CH3, what will be the mass of that aldehyde? अरे नहीं 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 नहीं, in fact CH3 ना, CH3 12 24 plus 16 plus 4, now it will be 14 and it is 44. So this is only going to have mass is equals to 44. So that means two same kind of aldehydes are formed here. So it will be CH3 C double bond O H. Again it is double bond O, this is C, this is H, this is CH3. Right? So what you will do? Eliminate this and join these two things here and you will have this answer. Here it is CH, this is CH3. So answer is going to be butadiene. So answer is going to be second is the correct answer, because you need to do the reverse thing here. Reverse this situation. Because when you do zonolysis, you break the double bond, attach double bond O. Here I have eliminated oxygen, I have joined these two things together. Okay. So next question is, last question of today. That is, if sodium sulfate, everybody, last question of today, try to answer this. If sodium sulfate is considered to be completely dissociated into ions, cations and ions in aqueous solution, the change in freezing point is this. Completely dissociated means alpha is equals to 1, that we are considering. Right? Alpha is equals to 1 is given to you. Right? That means here, when 0.01 mole of sodium sulfate is dissolved in 1 kilogram of water, so this is number of moles of solute. This is Kf is given to you, W1 is given to you. Right? What they are asking you then is okay, is the change in freezing point. Delta Tf they are asking you, that will be I into mf, mkf, right? Molality you can calculate easily. What is molality? What is molality? Molality is equals to weight of, molality is equals to number of moles, that is N2, that is already given to you, number of moles divided by weight of solvent in kilograms, right, into Kf. So this is also given in kilograms only. So just put these values and get your answer, right? Okay. Now, ma'am, what is the value of I? That is, okay, that's a very simple, no? Why? Because I is given to be 100%. See, this is given to be 100% dissociated. Sodium sulfate Na2SO4. So how many ions? 3 ions. So when I is equals to 1, then I is equals to N only. If N is 3, so I is also going to be 3. So your answer is, just put all these values here, right? N is equals to, N is equals to 3. I is equals to N, you can write here, right? Hence, you can directly write, put the values here. I is given to you, N2 is given to you, W1 is given to you, Kf is given to you. You can easily calculate the value of delta Tf here by just putting the values here, right? Okay, just put the values and you will get the answer for delta Tf. Simple question. Okay, yes everybody, everything is clear to all of you or not? Okay, Acha, I think there is one more question, so good for you. That is, for amongst the following alcohols, the one that would react faster with concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. So if you talk about, this is based on Lucas test. Lucas test is 3 degree maximum, then 2 degree, then 1 degree. 3 degree alcohol that reacts fastest. It forms turbidity really fast. Which of the following is 3 degree alcohol? You need to tell me that. Which of the following is 3 degree alcohol, students? Which of the following is a 3 degree alcohol? Yes, everybody. Yes, everybody. Which of the following is a 3 degree alcohol, guys? So 2 butanol is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 butanol means here carbon is connected to, oxygen is connected to that carbon which is only connected to 2 further carbon. So this is a 2-degree alcohol. What about this one? Propanol. 1, 2, 3, and here you have 2 ol and here you have 2 methyl. So definitely this is a 3-degree alcohol. So this is the correct answer, right? Okay. Rest of it is 1, 2, 3, and on second position you have methyl. There is on first position you have ol. So it is a 1-degree alcohol, right? Okay. What about the last one? Last one is 1, 2, 3, 4. On first you have OH. So again it is a 1-degree alcohol. Got it? Yes, everybody. Is that clear? Is that clear? So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Okay, students, B is the correct answer. So guys, that was all about your most important questions for JEE and KCET. If you're able to solve these questions, then definitely no one can take your seat from either KCET or JEE also. And for more videos, if you're right now preparing for JEE, then more videos and lectures are going on Vedantu JEE English. And if you're preparing for both of them, then you should watch the lectures here as well and there as well. Okay. Yes, so thank you so much, students, for today, and I'll see you. One more thing, those who are looking for practical chemistry lecture. So my practical chemistry lecture for JEE means level, that is available to JEE English. Okay, yes. Okay then, bye bye. Take care. See you all, students. Bye bye.